Hi, this is my conclusion, and I've decided to do it on a video because I feel that is the best way to describe it and go through the motions in my own head. And so I've come to a conclusion now that the atmosphere is a very complicated thing. It's made up and it influences the earth more than we know. And so that brings me to why the sky is blue. And the reason is that because light is a kind of energy that can travel through space, it light from the sun or a light bulb looks white. But it's actually made up of many different colors, which include red, orange, yellow, blue, green, and violet. And you can see these colors when you look at a rainbow after it's rained. And the sky is filled with air, and air is a mixture of tiny molecules and small bits of solid stuff like dust. As sunlight goes through the air, it bumps into these molecules and dust. And when light hits a molecule, it bounces off in different directions, so it scatters the light. Some colors of light, like red and orange, pass straight through the air, but most of the blue light bounces off in all different directions. And this way, the blue light gets scattered all around the sky. So when you look up, some of this blue light reaches your eyes from all over the sky. And since you see blue light from everywhere overhead, the sky looks blue. And in space, there is no air. And so there's nothing for the light to bounce off. So it goes straight. None of the light gets scattered and the sky looks dark and black. Into more of my research, I started to have a look at some diagrams that show white light going through a prism, like shaped crystal. And I started to wonder, why can we see all different colours when there's a sunset, especially types of shades of red in the sunset. And it continued, I found out that it's because as sun gets lower in the sky, its light is passing through more of the atmosphere to reach you. Even more of the blue light is scattered, allowing the reds and yellows to pass straight through to your eyes, which makes you see a beautiful sunset. And I wonder who first came up with and answered this question. It's actually called the Tyndall effect. And there's a man called John Tyndall in 1856, and he discovered that when light passes through a clear fluid holding small particles in suspension, the shorter blue wavelength is scattered more strongly than the red. So he was actually the first person to answer my question of why the sky is blue. And it also has to do with some of the scattering is more effective for the shorter wavelengths. And when the sun is overhead and the atmosphere cloudless and dust-free, more than 50% of the blue radiation is scattered, while nearly all the red radiation is transmitted. This is the reason for sky's predominantly blue colour. And I always wonder, everyone says, oh, why is the sky blue? The sky is not always blue. When you look up, you can see clouds. Or if you live in a place like Sydney in Australia, it's very polluted. And so you don't really see the blue sky very much. And that's because large population centres discharge various combustion products into the air. But with intense air pollution, the sun may appear as a dull red ball in the sky over cities even at noon. And so you can't, it's like the pollution blocks out the beautiful blue sky. And just assessing what I got from all my interview questions is that not many people really knew the exact answer as to why the sky is blue. And I liked how Josh gave a reason of a native reason, because this leads me on to my new question is I wonder if First Nations or Aborigines from Australia have their own Dreamtime stories to explain why the sky is blue. And so to lead on to a continuing inquiry, I would like to know what their reasoning is for the scientific reasonings, but what's their Dreamtime reason for things like why the sky is blue, or why it rains when it rains, or things to do with the sea and best time to go fishing, or best time to go out hunting and their reasons instead of the scientific reasons, but the Dreamtime reasons. And so that is my new question, and my new inquiry is leading on to that area. And so I feel like I've closed the case on why the sky is blue. Now I want to open it up to contest, really, the scientific reasons with some Dreamtime reasons, because, we can't explain everything with science, and that's what I've come to. And I'm all done. Thanks.